Afternoon, sir. Please state your full name for the jury.
My name is Chris Drabeg.
And where are you employed?
I work for the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office.
Are you also a member of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office gang unit?
I am.
How long have you been employed with JSO?
Going on 9 years, since May of 2017.
And are you also assigned a specific gang or gangs in the unit?
Yes.
Who are you assigned?
I'm currently assigned a criminal gang called 21st Street and another criminal gang called Rack Chasing Family.
So not any of the ATK, 1200, or 6 block gangs that were referenced specifically in this case?
No.
Are you familiar with those gangs?
Yes.
Do you work alongside the detectives who are specifically assigned to those gangs?
I do.
And were you familiar enough with those gangs and in your workings with those detectives to create the charts that we previously admitted as State's Exhibit 89 in this case for the gangs?
Yes, we facilitated the charts together.
Did you maintain a relationship with the lead detective from the homicide investigation from Tampa?
I did.
And was that Juan Ramos?
Yes, ma'am.
From what point at learning about the death of Charles Jones did you begin working with the Tampa Police Department?
The morning they called me on June 23rd.
And what was the nature of that call?
So originally my supervisor reached out to me because he was notified first, and my sergeant provided me with information of contact info for a Tampa Police Department detective. And I reached out to that detective, and they supplied us with information relating to the death of Charles Jones. And they were inquiring about why this may have occurred.
Did you have any knowledge that Charles Jones was going to be in the Tampa area before you received a call about his death?
Yes, we did observe posts on his social media where he was advertising his trip down to Tampa prior to him going in reference to him celebrating his birthday.
How do some of these rappers or even gang members actually tell people about their events or their appearances?
Social media.
And in this particular case, did you have an opportunity to see some flyers that were posted to Mr. Charles Jones' account?
I did.
What is the screen name for the account itself? Did he use his legal name or the moniker of Julio Foolio?
He used his rap name, Julio Foolio.
I'm showing you what's been marked as 95B, 1 through 10, and 95C, 1 through 4.
Okay.
Did you have an opportunity to view Charles Jones's Julio Foolio Instagram account in advance of him coming down to Tampa?
Yes, I routinely would monitor Julio Foolio's Instagram account prior to this.
Even though he was not one of your assigned gang members, you would be monitoring his account?
Yes.
Why is that?
I think it's imperative for detectives assigned to the gang unit to have information and knowledge about gangs, especially a person as prominent as Julio Foolio was. Even though I'm not assigned the 6-block gang, it is important to have working knowledge outside of my assigned gang, so I am able to assist in the event that I was called upon, for example, this instance. So.
And in this particular case, after you were notified of the death of Charles Jones, did you have an opportunity to visit his Instagram page as well?
Yes.
And is what was depicted in State's 95B indicative of the recordings or screenshots that were taken from that account after the homicide?
Yes.
Was Mr. Charles Jones' Instagram account public?
It was.
So you were able to access it by just searching the name, essentially?
Yes, sir.
At this time, Your Honor, the State seeks to admit State's Exhibits 95B and 95C.
Any objection? Okay, 95B and 95C are admitted.
As it relates to the flyers that went out for Mr. Jones' birthday, I'm showing you 95C. Is this the flyer that you mentioned was posted that notified you at least that there was going to be some kind of club appearance in the Tampa area?
Yes.
Do you recall when this post made it to social media?
I know it was sometime prior to June 23rd. I believe it was a week or so before.
And did you have an opportunity to see from the flyers at least the location, exact location of where Mr. Jones was expected to appear?
He's advertising the club teasers.
Was the information that you had regarding 6 block members being in Tampa only limited to Mr. Jones, or did you receive information that additional members would also be present at that time on June 22nd?
There was an additional post that he had made in reference to his travels down to Tampa, and we did see another person in that post, and it was Robert Howard.
Showing you C2. Is this the post that you're talking about?
Yes, the gentleman on the right with the yellow hoodie, that's Robert Howard. He goes by the nickname Kenny Caps. He's a 6 block gang member.
And you had this knowledge in advance of the actual trip down to Tampa, is that right?
Yes.
Now, both of the appearances that were annotated in the post that he was giving, did you provide any information that you can recall about rivals or about his arrival to Tampa?
I did not communicate with Tampa prior to this.
In your review of the Julio Foolio Instagram account after the homicide, is this when you first looked to the account what you would see in opening it?
Yes.
And were you able to actually look back to view in B2 here additional posts that were made by Mr. Jones?
Yes, he had quite a few posts.
Was there one post in particular that became relevant to your case or investigation?
Yes.
And can you show us which post that is that's depicted in this?
Starting from the top, at the top in the middle, you have the teasers flyer that he had posted. If you go one post below that, so directly in the middle, it's a image of his face. That's an Instagram reel he posted.
What's an Instagram reel, if you can describe that for the jury, please?
It's a video posted on his Instagram account. But more specifically, this appears to be a shared Instagram reel that was originally posted on a separate social media application called Triller. And Triller is similar to TikTok. It's just videos.
As a part of your review of this account, were you able to actually click on that reel itself?
Yes.
What information does the reel give you when you actually select it or click on it? Like, what information are you provided? Is there a caption? Is there likes? What do you see when you get to access these?
So when you click on the post, you obviously watch the video, and then just below it there is a caption notated by the user of the account, who is Julio Foolio, and that caption reads, "They thought I checked out that last time. We don't celebrate foot shots," with some emojis.
Are you familiar with the earlier attempt on Charles Jones's life from October of 2023?
Yes.
What was the injury that Mr. Jones suffered as a result of that incident?
In October of 2023, Charles Jones was shot in the foot during an attempted murder on his life.
As it relates to this particular investigation, did your involvement also include the impounding of a device related to Alicia Andrews?
There was a cell phone device seized from her, yes.
Did you have an opportunity to review some of the contents of that device upon its impound and extraction?
I did conduct what I would describe as a preliminary review of the cell phone device, so I wouldn't suggest it was a full review of the download, but I did look at it.
Does the Sheriff's Office also have digital forensics analysts that will actually help to go through that data with you or for you?
We do, yes.
And did those individuals provide you tips or information about items of potential evidentiary value that can be found on these devices?
Yes.
Showing you what has been marked for identification as 76B 5 through 7. Do you recognize these extractions from that device?
Yes, I do.
Your Honor, at this time, the state seeks to admit states 76B5 through B7.
Any objection
Yes, well, for some of them, there's a relevance objection.
as to which one? It's 5 through 7.
B5 was their screenshot from the post that was referred to on the reel from Charles Jones's Instagram account, retrieved from that device.
Yes.
And this is the device that was identified to the defendant, Ms. Andrews.
Yes.
And did you have an opportunity to review the actual original post from States 95C?
And Ms. Ismer, I'm sorry, for the record, what exhibit did you just show this witness?
This is 76B5.
Thank you.
Did you have an opportunity to review both the images that were retrieved from Mr. Jones's social media account, meaning the reel that was posted to his account, against the screenshot that was retrieved from Ms. Andrews' device?
Yes.
And did you have an opportunity to compare them against each other?
Yes.
In viewing 95C previously admitted and 76B5, were these images accurately retrieved, the items on the left from Mr. Jones's Instagram and the item on the right from Ms. Andrews' phone?
Yes.
Was the content as it relates to Ms. Andrews' device limited to the 2 days that you had, or that that device had been active?
Yes.
And were you able to ascertain the device setup date for that new device?
I believe it was June 26.
On June 27th, did you seize that device for Ms. Andrews?
Yes.
Were there additional items of potential evidentiary value retrieved from that device for Ms. Andrews?
Yes, ma'am.
In 76B6, were you able to identify the individuals depicted in this image saved from that same device?
Yes, I do.
And who is the individual depicted to the left?
That is a gentleman named Xavier Harrison. He is a ATK gang member who goes by the nickname Fat Zay.
And who is the individual, if you know, identified to the right?
That is a gentleman named Torgon Williams, and he is also an ATK gang member, and he goes by the nickname ATK Red Dot.
Has ATK Red Dot been referenced or mentioned in some of the social media videos that were drill raps or disses posted by Six Block?
He has been referenced in music historically, yes.
Lastly, in states 76B7, do you recognize any of the individuals depicted in this image from the extraction?
I do. The gentleman on the left is a guy named Gerard Adams. He goes by the nickname Spaz, and he is associated with the 1200 group gang.
Is Spaz also related to any of the other co-defendants in this particular case?
Spaz he is deceased now. He was murdered, I believe, back in 2018. But he is related to Rashad Murphy and Davion Murphy.
Did you have an opportunity to see and interview Davion Murphy?
I did.
And are you familiar with how he looks?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you seen a photograph from the arrest of Davion Murphy?
I have.
And have you had an opportunity to review the Ring camera footage from the Airbnb in Tampa?
Tampa did share videos with us recovered from the Airbnb. I did review them, yes.
I'm showing you states 38A and B as well as 90C. Do you recognize those images?
I do.
And do they fairly and accurately represent the individual that you know to be Davion Murphy?
Yes, ma'am.
At this time, state seeks to admit states 38A and B, as well as 90C.
Any objection?
Okay.
Okay, admitted. You said 38A through B, and then,
90C.
okay, thank you. It's admitted as well.
Publishing 90C, sirs, this the image that you were referring to when you mentioned the arrest photo.
Yes.
And sometime after Mr. Murphy's arrest, did you have an opportunity to interview him?
I did. I interviewed him shortly after this picture.
And was that interview audio and video recorded?
Yes.
We've seen some images from an interrogation room with Mr. Murphy here. Was Mr. Murphy captured making any kind of hand signs during the course of that interview or thereafter?
He does throw up what's recognized as the 1200 hand gang sign.
Are you familiar with Rashad Murphy?
Yes.
And does Rashad Murphy have any nickname that you are aware of?
He goes by the nickname Ghost.
During the course of your investigation, do you have contact with Detective Ramos and agree to assist by writing several search warrants?
I did assist by drafting quite a few search warrants.
Did your involvement in this case actually begin on the day of the homicide with the assistance that you provided to Tampa?
Yes.
When you saw or received the notification that Mr. Jones had died, did you do any follow-up work in reviewing the social media accounts of members of 1200 or ATK?
Yes.
And after it was relayed to you that Mr. Jones had died, were there members of both groups taking responsibility for this homicide?
They were doing what we commonly see when a prominent gang member is murdered. They were trolling on social media by posting laughing emojis and other related celebratory posts.
So when you are actually notified, is that by Detective DeJesus from the Tampa Police Department?
Yes.
In starting with your involvement, did you have any information about a possible suspect vehicle?
They did share with us at some point early on that there was potentially a black Chevrolet Impala involved.
And in that initial call, were you able to relay any information about potential leads from incidents that you had investigated or seen on social media in the weeks leading up to the homicide?
Yes.
What information was it that you were able to obtain in your day-to-day duties related to the homicide or leading up to it?
During the conversation I was having in the first day that they were reaching out to us, I did share with that detective that I had screen recorded a conversation that Julio Foolio was having approximately 2 weeks prior with another person named Isaiah Chance on Spaces, which is formerly known as Twitter. It's an open chat room where people can enter and speak to each other.
Is it a video of the person speaking when you're in Spaces, or do you just hear voices?
It's just their voice. So they log into Spaces, which is previously Twitter. They'll log in with their account and join these open chat rooms and just communicate. So you're only hearing their voice as they talk to each other.
Did you actually document that Spaces communication between Isaiah Chance and Charles Jones?
I screen recorded it and preserved it, yes.
And would that have been on June 6th of 2024?
Yes, it would have.
Without telling me the contents of it, were you ultimately made aware of a communication between Sean Gathright and Rashad Murphy on the same date regarding the Spaces conversation?
I was made aware of that, yes.
In the hours after Charles Jones's death, did you see posts made to social media by Isaiah Chance?
Yes.
Are you familiar with the handle associated to Isaiah Chance's Instagram account?
Yes, it's Gutazay with a bunch of G's.
And do you know the social media handle for Rashad Murphy?
Yes, it was Ghost187.
Had you, in your review of Isaiah Chance's Instagram account previously or since this homicide, documented any interaction on social media between Isaiah Chance and Rashad Murphy?
Can you ask that again?
Yes. Was there a social media post to Isaiah Chance's Instagram account tagging Rashad Murphy?
Yes, there was.
And would it have been tagging his handle?
Yes, his username.
During an earlier interview that you had with Mr. Murphy, did you make any kind of observations that were unique that you actually relayed to Detective Ramos as it relates to this investigation?
Yes, when he was signing his constitutional rights form, which is just a form we go over with people prior to interviewing them on a criminal investigation, there's a portion of this form where they have to sign confirming they acknowledge all of their constitutional rights that have been advised to them. And I observed he was signing the form with his right hand, and it was I couldn't read it. I asked him if he was okay, and then it occurred to me later in the interview that he was doing that on purpose because one of the shooters in this investigation is left-handed, and I was able to obtain a separate interview where Rashad Murphy was read his rights and he signed that form with his left hand. So it was apparent when he was signing the form in front of me, he was signing it with his right hand. I couldn't read anything he was writing.
So in your earlier, or in the earlier interview of Rashad Murphy, would that have been before the death of Charles Jones in an unrelated investigation?
Yes.
What
Overruled, go ahead.
were you able to observe the hand that Mr. Murphy signed his documents with?
He signed
Overruled, go ahead.
it with his left hand on that occasion.
Then, during the course of your investigation or assistance to the Tampa Police Department investigation for the homicide of Charles Jones, was Rashad Murphy interviewed?
Yes.
And did he utilize a different hand in signing those forms?
He was attempting to sign it with his right hand.
On June 26, just a few days after the homicide, did you learn of any particular developments out of Gwinnett County, Georgia, that were relevant to the investigation?
Detective Ramos did share with us that Rashad Murphy had been taken into custody in a county in Georgia.
Was Rashad Murphy taken into custody by himself?
No.
Was he accompanied by another individual?
He was with a lady named Charmaine Steiger.
Do you know Charmaine Steiger to be the mother of Mr. Murphy's children?
She is.
As a part of that arrest, was Ms. Steiger and Mr. Murphy's cell phone seized?
It was.
And as you're assisting Tampa Police Department, if items of evidentiary value are seized in conjunction with the Tampa investigation, do you take those items into evidence and then ultimately provide them to the detectives in Tampa?
Yes.
On the same date of June 26th, did you learn of a development as it related to the Chevy Impala that Detective Jesus had mentioned was a potential suspect vehicle?
Yes, there was further communication that black Chevrolet Impala had been dropped off in a separate county in Florida by Sean Gathright, and he switched it for a gold Toyota 4Runner.
So the black Chevy Impala, may I confirm that was located in Polk County?
That sounds right.
Was Sean Gathright ultimately stopped in a vehicle stop in Duval County in that 4Runner?
Overruled, go ahead.
He was.
And was that also on June 26th?
Yes, ma'am.
Pursuant to a search of that vehicle, were you notified of the findings or the items that were located within the gold 4Runner that Sean Gathright was stopped in?
I was notified.
Within that vehicle, was there a cellular device that was taken into evidence?
Yes.
Was there also a new phone in a box?
Yes, there was.
Was there ballistics evidence that was impounded?
Yes.
And did that include spent shell casings from the interior of that vehicle?
Yes, there were spent shell casings in a box inside of the vehicle he was driving.
Did you relay the findings to Detective Ramos?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you aware of whether each and every one of those exhibits or items were impounded at that time?
They were.
By June 27th, the Thursday after the homicide, did you develop sufficient probable cause with other members of JSO to execute a search warrant on the residence of Sean Gathright and Isaiah Chance?
Yes.
Was there any evidence of potential or any potential items that you were specifically searching for based on a lack of evidence at the original homicide scene?
So Tampa did share with us through the video surveillance at the incident scene, as well as their information regarding the crime scene, that there appeared to be a lack of shell casings from where the shooters were shooting. In their opinion, based off that fact and the video evidence, they believe that the shooters were equipped with brass catchers on their rifles.
Were you notified at the execution of those search warrants that brass catchers had been discovered inside of the safe in Sean Gathwright's residence?
Yes.
Were you also notified that several items of spent and live ammunition were located?
Yes.
What about firearms specifically? Were there firearms located inside that residence?
There were multiple firearms.
As it relates to the 2 rifles that were obtained or seized, did you transfer custody of those rifles to the Tampa Police Department?
A detective within the Crime Gun Intelligence Center did, but that was done.
Upon the execution of these search warrants, was it organized that the warrants would be executed simultaneous with each other
That was the goal.
to have them executed at the same time?
Yes.
Is that a tactic that is typically enacted?
Overall, go ahead.
That was a plan decided by our commanding officer, our lieutenant. He wanted both search warrants executed at the same time.
Are you familiar with the circumstances of the warrant execution at the Isaiah Chance residence?
Yes.
Was the goal of having both warrants executed simultaneously actually accomplished?
It was.
Was there any delay at the Chance residence before the warrant could be executed?
Overall, overall, go ahead.
There was a significant delay for the occupants of Isaiah Chance's house to come out.
Who were the occupants of Isaiah Chance's residence?
Overall, go ahead.
Isaiah Chance and Alicia Andrews.
Upon the execution of the search warrant, once they actually exited the residence, upon the execution of the search warrant, is this the day in which the device from Miss Andrews, from which we've seen the extraction reports, came?
Yes.
In addition to the search warrants for the physical electronic devices that you helped or obtained, did you also obtain a search warrant for iCloud?
There were additional iCloud warrants completed.
Would that have been for Mr. Chance, Davion Murphy, and Miss Andrews?
Yes.
After obtaining those warrants for iCloud, do you send those out, or is that an immediate return? How do you get that information?
The search warrant is drafted, signed by a judge, and then ultimately sent to Apple, requesting the digital data associated with that account. And then at some point following that, it's typically 2 to 3 weeks, Apple will provide a digital return, which we can download the files and review the accounts that way.
The actual Axiom iCloud returns, would that be something that was reviewed, extractions, reviewed, reports created by the Tampa Police Department?
Yes.
While you were waiting for the return of those search warrants, did you have an opportunity to utilize something called cell phone mapping?
Yes.
And can you explain to the jury what that is?
It's taking the digital data provided by cell phone carriers that is related to the location data for your cell phone device, and we are able to map it and observe approximate locations of a cell phone device at the desired search time.
Were you involved in reviewing the data for the cell site from Rashad Murphy's device?
I did.
What, if any, information did you learn from that data?
We observed that Rashad Murphy traveled to a Walmart on the Jacksonville's south side area and was there for a short period of time and then left. So we knew the date and time that he went there. It was the day before, it was June 21st of 2024, And so we traveled to Walmart, made contact with one of their associates, and requested to view their video surveillance.
You also have an opportunity to save the video from the Walmart visit.
I did.
Showing you it's been marked as states 99 and 100.
Okay.
The item contained on the disc of the Walmart recording, are you the person who made the recording from the Walmart?
Yes.
And is the item in 100 a fair and accurate representation of a screen grab from that recording?
Yes.
At this time, state seeks to admit states 99 and 100, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection.
Be admitted.
You were able to get a recording from the video surveillance from Walmart, right?
Yes.
And from that were still shots created of Rashad Murphy inside in states 100.
Yes.
Did you provide this information from the June 21st, roughly 11 p.m. visit to Walmart to Detective Juan Ramos?
I provided him the video, yes.
Had you had an opportunity at this point when you received this cell site data to review the videos from the Julio Foolio murder?
I had observed the video of the murder prior to obtaining this, yes.
And was there a reason that you provided these particular images to the detective?
Yes.
What was that?
The clothes that Rashad Murphy is wearing in his trip to Walmart appears to be the same clothes that he's wearing when he kills Foolio.
Were you also able to see the device that Rashad Murphy was using in his Walmart trip?
Yes, he's using the cell phone device that's ultimately seized in Georgia.
For the surveillance footage that you saw from Walmart, was Mr. Murphy by himself?
He was walking around the store by himself.
Did you also obtain the receipt from the transaction that Mr. Murphy had at this time?
Yes.
All of this information ultimately being provided to Detective Ramos?
Yes, ma'am.
Lastly, was it confirmed by you that arrest warrants had been obtained for all 5 of the defendants by July 27th of 2024?
Yes.
I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay.